White guilt is doing nothing for anybody.
Yeah.
And white guilt is not solved. And besides that, a little history lesson for you.
No, this ought to be good.
If any race of people should not have guilt about slavery, it's Caucasians. The white race has probably had fewer slaves and for a briefer period of time than any other in the history of the world. Now, sadly,
We hate racists because they smell and they don't work, so we should bring back slavery to whip them niggers. Bring back the KKK. People like.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. A double honor to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone, salutations to the Akim that's out there doing the work of truth and sincerity. All right, so the name of this lesson is for you. Basically, it's for you Edomites, you know. All right, those who say I had nothing to do with slavery. You know, the truth of the matter is, if you're so-called white here in America, if you're so-called white in the world, you know, whose lineage goes back to Esau, you had everything to do with slavery, okay? In fact, you benefited from it. And you have privileges within this society that no one else has, okay? Now, of course, you have your two-time loser Edomites, so-called white people. But we're not concerned with them. We're concerned with those that filling their bellies up, who are, you know, comfort, who are at ease, and who frown upon our current condition. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they continue to, you know, scourge us or continue to scorn us because of our condition. And the truth of the matter is that it's the Most High, Yahweh, who hath put us in this position because we're way more capable than you Edomites. Of course, you had a helping hand in which you deny that very fact. But with that, you know, you're going to lose everything that was given to you. All right. The earth was given to you, you know, for you to rule with the sword. All right. And that's according to your blessing back in Genesis, the 25th chapter, I believe, or the 27th. I can't call it right off. But I'm going to start with Psalms 109 and 13. All right. Let his posterity, meaning his lineage, be cut off. And in the generation following, let their name be blotted out. Now, the point here is that you Edomites and all the other nations that fall up under you, all right, but starting with you Edomites, you are, the Lord is going to cut you off as a whole nation, all right? It ain't going to be just some Edomites here, some Edomites there. It ain't going to be just the elites. Well, we know that the elites are going to have the privilege of going into chattel slavery. They're going to be the first fruits of the slaves in the kingdom of heaven, okay? And the rest of you Edomites who are unworthy, you're just going to find your place in the spiritual realm. I'll say it like that, all right? Okay? So I'll read, it says, I'll continue, it says, let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord Yahweh, all right? And so the Lord is remembering what took place, you know, in certain events that took place throughout history, even ancient history. All right. The Lord is considering it. He's remembering it. All right. And let not the sin of his mother be blotted out, you see. And so the Lord is not erasing those sins. The Lord is remembering those sins, those transgressions. All right. Verse 15, let them be before the Lord Yahweh continually. All right. And the scriptures talk about, you know, us giving him no rest till he establish us in the earth. You know, that's part of it, you know, because the scriptures talk about, you know, when a poor man crieth out, the Lord, hears him. Or if he curse you, you know, the Lord is not going to be slack. And I'll get that, okay? Because these Edomites have ruled over us with a rod of iron. They had no mercy. They continue to have no mercy through their policies, through all the things that they set up in the society. Okay. Verse 16 says, because that he remembered not to shew mercy, see, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. All right. And that's what you've done. You've opened a wound that can be closed. All right, especially with our people, these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You completely destroyed them, completely misplaced them. Completely took away anything that ever meant anything to us, as far as our culture is concerned, as far as us knowing our God. But he, through his own power, has shewed us who we truly are, and who he truly is, and what he truly is going to do to you, so-called white people. All right, because you're not going to be saved. Every last one of you who is fitted for destruction will be fitted for destruction, and those that are fitted for slavery in the future to come is fitted for slavery. All right. It says, as he loved cursing, so let it come up unto him. All right, and this you Edomites, as he delighted not in blessing, so let it be far from him. See, you didn't bless us. You didn't. Only thing you did was curse us. Only thing you did was make our condition worse. All right. All right. And I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm going to just take it from 17. All right. So next scripture is Psalms 49. Okay. And I'm going to try to make it short because I'm not, YouTube won't let me, it'll mute my videos, I guess, if it's over a certain amount of time. Guess that's just how they plan it now. But Psalms 49:11, it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations, that they call their lands after their own names. All right. So the point here is that they want their posterity to continue forever, their lineage. And it's not going to happen. Why? Because of the evils that you have done. All right. It's unprofitable. It's unprofitable to yourself. All right. This is Obadiah. All right. Chapter 1, verses 10, one of my favorite chapters. All right. Let's see. I wanted to hit the point in verse 10, but I'm going to start. Obadiah 1 and 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. In fact, let me start at 1 Salakia, so we know who we're talking about. Thus said the Lord power Yahweh, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, let us rise up against her in battle. All right, so the Lord is mobilizing troops against you. He's mobilizing the heathen against you. All right, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. All right, so it made you minuscule. The Lord has made you pretty much worth nothing. Okay, to these heathen. Okay, because at one point you were really feared, but now these nations are standing up against you, and they really, really hate you. They really, really hate you. All right. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right. And we understand how, even with how you build your society, this is spiritually targeting or pointing towards you, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right. And that's how you Edomites feel. You think that, you've reached a certain plateau and nobody can bring you down. And that's what you, pretty much that's what you, that's the mantra that you push in your military. All right. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. All right. Hint, because that's your symbol. Right. It says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. All right. With your satellites, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. Okay. And that actually happened. You know, you went up there and put your satellites up there, and that was the sign of your falling, because around that time, the Lord put the spirit on certain key individuals to wake up. Um, you know, this nation, the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought out? Right, because the Lord is not going to leave any one of you left. All right, all of you going to be accounted for. You're going to be going. Most of you going to be going into slavery. All right, the rest of you going to be going into the spiritual world, and for 1,000 years, you're going to be swapped in and swapped out. Everybody's going to have their chance at the plow. All right. It says, right. So it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to. Well, let me jump to 10. Here's the point. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right. And really, it's deserved. Okay. Because you've come against the nation of Israel, you're going to be cut off forever. All right. Sirach 10:8. Of course, brothers know this. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay. It says, why is earth and ashes proud? All right. Because basically that's what you're going to be reduced to ultimately. So why are you proud? Okay. Because you don't have control over life. Yeah, I mean, now you get to choose who gets to live in your society, you know. But that's coming to an end. All right. It says, there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, which is Esau. He's covetous, you know, and covetous basically means you want that of somebody else's through envy and malignant spirit, you know. You want to take that which is not yours. Okay, and that's what you've been doing for the longest. All right, for centuries. You've been taking people's lands. You've been robbing people. You've been murdering people. You've been molesting and raping people. And that's why this culture is so messed up in America. All right, because as the king, so is his servants. All right. It says, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. All right. So you sold your own soul. Okay. You sold your own soul because you cast away what? The empathy, the sympathetic, the sympathy, the the mercy. All right. The charity. You have decided to live without those principles. And with that, you're going to live without posterity. You're gonna live without children. You're going to live in darkness and pure hell, man, because that's what you have created. You created those conditions for the children of Israel. This is Psalms 37:22. It says, for such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. All right. And we know who's cursed. We know who walks around with that curse, with that mark upon them. All right. Esau, Edom. Okay. This is Job 18. And Salaki, if I'm going too fast. But pretty much I want to hit these points, and let the scriptures speak. So Salaki. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. And that's you Edomites. Okay. It says he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. All right. And so you're going to live up to what the Lord had made you. All right. And he made you a fugitive. All right. In the earth. Okay. But you're going to be cut off. All right. You're going to go from this illustrious state of comfort to the damnation state of slavery. All right. It says he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day. And Isaiah 14 tell you that. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? All right. So people are going to look at you like you're nothing, man. We're going to be astonished at your fall. You know, you're gonna be forgotten. Okay, and that's why you're going so hard body in the paint right now with your agenda, because you know you don't have that much time. You know you can't live forever. Okay. It says Slaki. Right, it says they that come after him shall be astonished at his day, and they that went before were affrighted. Okay, surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. And we're going to see that in full effect, and that's going to be a lesson for all the earth to see, because though that's going to be a great day. When you look up Esau, Edom in the Bible, in the Bible dictionary, it tells you that Edom is a prominent figure in the scriptures who has prominent judgment, or one of the most grievous judgments ever known to the Most High, and he's without mercy. So the Lord is not going to forgive you, and the scriptures say that. Isaiah 10:7, howbeit he meaneth not so, neither doth his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. All right? And that's what the scriptures say. We can't help you. We can't help you, because this is what you say. All right? Isaiah 10:13, this is how you so-called white people think, you Edomites. For he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people. You see? And you weigh the violence in your hands in the earth. And I got a small lesson on that with a video clip from a documentary that shows you Esau literally counts how many people he put to death. And you should see the pride on him. I forget the name of the documentary right offhand, but I can't call it right now. But in the next lesson, in fact, I'm gonna prepare it right after this. You're gonna see the pride on Esau, okay, and him weighing the violence in his hand in the earth. Okay, it says right. So it says, and I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man. Also, I have robbed their treasures, and I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man. And my hand have found a nest, as a nest, the riches of the people. And as one that gathered eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth. And there was none that moved the wing, or opened the mouth, or peeped. You see? Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? All right? And this is a parabolic for the Most High, because the Most High created you. You're a tool, you're an instrument that the Lord has created. And he's gonna take you out the way. It says, or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood. Therefore shall the Lord Yahweh of hosts of armies send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning like the burning of a fire. All right, and all the light of Israel shall be for a fire, and the Holy One for a flame, and it shall burn and devour his thorns and his briars in one day, and shall consume the glory of his forest and of his fruitful field, both soul and body, and they shall be as when a standard bearer fainteth, and the rest of the trees of his forest shall be few, that a child may write them. You see? Wow. All right. That a child may write them. So you're gonna dwindle in number. You're gonna dwindle as a race. You're gonna dwindle in resource. Oh, forget about it. You ain't gonna see no more resources. All right. I kind of read a little bit too much, but let me see. I got Job 20 up here. All right. Ooh. Uh-oh. Job 20:18, I just hit the point. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall swallow it down according to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. And that's why you got 1,000 years worth of slavery now. All right. That's why you got 1,000 years worth of slavery. Okay. This is Sirach 41:6. It says, the inheritance of sinners, children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. That's why, you Edomites get the full, you get the fullness of the reproach, us cursing you out, correcting you, what have you, for what your foreparents did, and you received the bill. Okay. It says the children will complain of an ungodly father. That's when Edomites would be like, I didn't have anything to do with slavery. That was my foreparents, right? When you being reproached for their sake, all right? And of course, they're going to complain about, oh, slavery was bad, it was wicked, but you benefited from it, all right? And you continue to benefit from it, and you have absolutely done nothing to change it, which is in your nature. You're not supposed to. It's God's will. It says, because they shall be reproached for his sake, will be unto you ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God. All right, you Edomites like to change the law too. For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction. And if you be born, you shall be born to a curse. All right, that means you're going to go into slavery. And if you die, a curse shall be your portion. All right, because it was once for us. That was a reality for us. Now it's going to be a reality for you. A very daunting, frightening, thing for you. All right. This is Zechariah chapter 2, verse 7. It says, deliver thy soul, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Okay. Let's read it again. Deliver thy soul, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. All right. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that the Lord Yahweh of hosts hath sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. For lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, said the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to the Lord Yahweh in that day. All right, and shall be my people. All right, and that's the scattered, that's the dispersed of the Israelites who are throughout the four corners of the earth. And I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh of armies, or host or armies. It says, has sent me unto thee. All right. So the Lord, all right, which, is going to deliver you Israelites, you chosen, the elect of the nation of Israel. 2/3 have to die. 1/3 is going to be brought through the fire. All right. So the Lord is delivering you Israelites. All right. And that dwell among the daughter of Babylon, which the daughter of Babylon is Esau, Edom. And it tells you that in Psalms. But with that, I'm gonna cut the lesson. Kind of went longer than I wanted to, but Lord willing was edifying, because you Edomites, yeah, you had everything to do with slavery. Okay. You had everything to do with slavery. Okay. And you're gonna pay for it. All right. Okay. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.